Imagine you want to build the greatest cookie stand the world has ever seen. How do you actually start a project that big? Most people feel the urge to lock themselves in a kitchen, pull the shades, and keep their work a total secret from the rest of the world. You might spend months buying the most expensive ovens and baking thousands of cookies based entirely on what you guess people might like. But after all that work, you finally open your doors, only to discover that the public isn't interested in the flavor you spent your life savings trying to perfect. The real first step isn't actually the baking. It's going out and talking to people to find out what they are genuinely hungry for. Great things aren't built in isolation. They succeed when they solve a real craving that people already have. To make something world-class, you first have to become an expert. That means tasting every other cookie out there and seeing exactly what the competition is doing right and wrong. Then, instead of trying to open a giant bakery on day one, you start by baking just one single basic cookie. Think of this as the smallest thing you can possibly make to test your idea. It's not meant to be a masterpiece, it's a starting line. Starting this small protects you. If your idea doesn't work, you've only lost the cost of a little flour and a few minutes of your time, rather than a year of your life. This simple version is just a tool to help you start learning from the people you hope will eventually become your customers. You don't need perfection to start. You just need to put something real into the world so you can begin to understand how to make it better. Once you have that first simple cookie, you have to decide who should be the one to taste it. If you give it to your mom, she's going to tell you it's perfect. She loves you, so she isn't going to tell you the truth if it might hurt your feelings. If you give it to a friend, they might give you a small tip or two, but they'll ultimately try to be nice because they want you to succeed. This is a pattern called the honesty curve. To get the real truth, you have to find a complete stranger. They don't care about your feelings. If the cookie is too salty, they will tell you exactly what's wrong. Instead of feeling discouraged by that feedback, you should treat it like a gift. It tells you exactly what to change in the next batch. That unvarnished truth is the most important part of the process. It's what helps you turn a basic idea into something people truly love. Eventually, because you listened to the truth and kept adjusting, you reach the moment where your work finally gets it right. When you've built something that actually solves a problem for people, you start to see a new kind of momentum. One sign of success is when a person loves what you've made so much they return the next day. Another sign is when that person tells 5 friends, and those friends show up because they heard how much you helped the first person. This kind of growth doesn't happen because you started with a massive budget or secret plan. It happens because you were willing to do the hard work of listening and improving. To build something lasting, start incredibly small, share it early, and keep changing it until it's exactly what the world is looking for.